Hi and welcome. My name is Michelle and I'm a certified holistic nutritionist and emotional eating expert. And today I wanted to talk a bit more about feeling at ease in your body. So, like me, I'm sure you have tried controlling your body with food, feeling that you need to diet, that you might overeat, and really trying to control and force your body into a certain size or shape. I find this is a pattern that's really typical among emotional eaters and dieters because we're constantly trying to control food or our body, and we feel really out of control around food and in our body. And so that was my experience because for many years I yo-yo dieted. I thought something was wrong with me because I was constantly hungry, or so I thought. And so I just was, trying everything to just get a handle, to control, to restrict, to just have these rigid rules in my head. And, I thought that if I finally got to the right size or shape, then I would finally feel okay in my body. I would finally feel at ease in my body. So maybe this is what you're thinking too, or why you've been doing what you're doing. If we think about this, controlling ourselves or controlling something won't make us feel at ease. It'll actually just create more control in that area of our life, more restriction, more control, more contraction. And, you know, that's really what happened to me in my journey. I was restricting and controlling that I reached this really low point where I was just so mentally exhausted. I remember just having this rock bottom moment, my knees to the floor, just crying. And it's like my brain wanted to explode because there was so much going on. And it's almost like I had this breaking point and my thoughts I couldn't even sustain them. They kind of opened up. And what emerged from that place was that I just, at the bottom of it all, I just wanted to be healthy. And I just wanted to be my healthy. And I was just so sick of restricting myself and feeling so uncomfortable that if my healthy meant I had to gain weight, I was willing to do that. I just wanted to feel good in my body. I just wanted to feel healthy. And so that was the seed that was planted in that moment. And I made a commitment to myself moving forward. I would do what felt good to my body, what was healthy. I wouldn't punish myself or restrict or try to be in this rigid box. And so, as I went through that journey, I did everything that I could, and I started to learn more and more about just how to be healthy, how to feel good, because I realized that the truth that I wanted is just, I wanted to feel good. I didn't need to look a certain way. And the funny thing about that is that over the years, my body went back to that, that size that maybe I was striving for, but in a way that I cared for my body, I accepted my body. I was really, I nourished my body. I did things that loved my body, you could say. I worked towards that. And so on my way to finding that, I realized in our society, we're taught the opposite. We have to restrict and contract and be rigid and, punish ourselves. I think that's the biggest word, is punishment. And I might have this under control in emotional eating, but I can see that in other areas of my life. And that's kind of how our society is. We are all about punishment and rules and rigidity, and if you think, that's probably even how parenting styles are. And that's not what works to give us that amazing ease in our body and feeling good. So I'm going to share with you what I did to start feeling that way. That breaking point was my breaking point. And that kind of emerged from me, that I just wanted to be my healthy. That was what was deep inside of me that I wanted. And so from that moment forward, I stopped restricting my food. I stopped punishing myself around food. So I didn't count calories. I didn't weigh myself anymore. I ate foods that nourished my body, but I was open to all foods. There was no more restriction on foods, which was so huge, because when I did that, what happened was I didn't eat everything in front of me. I didn't have all the cookies or all the cake. That was one step in that direction. The second thing I did was I learned to really accept my body. Instead of looking at it and criticizing every part and wanting it to be a certain size, I started to just accept it. I was trying to be as neutral as possible and see the utility of my body, the strength of my body, the ability of my body. And that helped me transform the way I looked and talked to my body, which was so key and so amazing. And I'll also link an article below that you can get started with. And the third thing that I did was I started to really process my emotions. At first, it was through journaling and being with my emotions as I was emotionally eating and really trying to be with them. But the thing is, and I didn't know that then, but I know it now, is that our emotions are in our body. And all of those unprocessed emotions, they create stress in our body. And when we have stress in our body, we don't feel comfortable. You know, if you have stress and you're shrugging your shoulders, it's not comfortable. There's pain there. So there was so much pain, in my body, and probably you can check in with yourself. When you have pain, you don't feel at ease in your body. You don't physically feel at ease. You don't mentally feel at ease. And so as I process and move through those emotions, and over time, I found deeper and deeper modalities. And one of them is the somatic meditations I do with clients to really get into the body to process out all of those unprocessed, unresolved emotions and get to the root of them. That actually lets the body relax at a deep level and be at ease at a deep level. And this creates just an ease in your body. You're no longer just tight and contracted. And so that was so huge for me to just feel good in my body. Of course, I started treating my body with so much care and, doing things like Epsom salt baths, which relax the system, and face masks, and buying really great products for my body and taking care of it physically. But what came before that were these deeper steps. And I remember, sometimes we think when we love our body or we're just doing the surface stuff, we have to do the deeper stuff to really let our body know that we care and we accept our body. And it's really that moment you start accepting your body, there's more ease in it. You'll feel more comfortable. You won't be afraid of criticism, and you'll feel good in your body. So I hope this video helps you see that feeling at ease in your body has nothing to do with a size or a weight. Doesn't mean you can't get to your ideal size or weight or anything like that, but there are deeper things at play creating that unease in your body. It's really how you think about yourself, how you've been restricting and keeping things in that creates this contraction in the body, this unease, and that's why you don't feel at ease in your body, or a confidence. Confidence is very open and at ease and accepting. So when we're able to move through that, you'll get to that place. So of course, if you have any questions, let me know. And this is something we cover in my program, the Emotional Eating Evolution program. Body acceptance is so key. There are different levels to this, and I've shared with you one exercise that we do. And the better we are at putting all these pieces together, the easier it is for us to move through our emotional eating and to ditch dieting. So if this resonates with you and you want to dive in deeper, then I invite you to book in a complimentary call to see if the program is a fit. We talk about where you're at, what your goals are, and if the program is a great fit for you. And so that's something you can try out. And of course, if you have any questions, leave them below. And I look forward to connecting with you in the next video. And I hope you have a great day.